In this video, we're going to talk about two different rhetorical conceptions of time, Chronos and Kairos. Chronos is the simpler of these two concepts, so we'll address that first. Perhaps the easiest way to think of Chronos is as clock time. When we talk about time normally, we're talking about Chronos. It's measurable, and we can track seconds, minutes, hours, months, and so forth. Rhetorically, when we're thinking of Chronos as a context, we're thinking of the material constraints of time. In other words, how much time do we have to say or write something? As we think about a piece of writing, Chronos is going to figure prominently into our writing process. When we think about the different steps in the writing process, we need to be aware of how much time is passing and how much time we can spend on different tasks. So, Chronos is a pretty straightforward conception of time, and it's one that we are most familiar with. Kairos, on the other hand, is a bit less familiar. The best way to think of Kairos is as the right or opportune time. So when we're talking about opportunities or the perfect time for something, we're talking about Kairos. Kairos is not measurable like Chronos, and determining whether something is kairotic is subjective. It requires interpretation. Thinking about Kairos also requires considerations of audience and other contexts. Let's work through an example to try and understand Kairos a bit better. Imagine that I am a small child and I want to eat a tasty dessert. I have to get permission from my parents to eat this dessert, which means that I will need to ask them. Let's imagine that I have not eaten my dinner yet, and my parents are busy preparing that dinner. If I walk into the middle of the kitchen and ask for my dessert, I'm not likely to get it because it is not a kairotic moment. Dinner tends to come before dessert. My parents are busy making that dinner, and I am in the way in the kitchen. Now let's imagine a different moment. Dinner is over. I have volunteered to wash the dishes, and the dishes are now clean and put away. My parents are sitting at the dinner table, relaxed and content. This is clearly a more opportune or kairotic time to ask for my dessert. While this example is a little silly, I think it helps us to see that determining whether a moment is kairotic depends on a number of contextual considerations and our audience's disposition. In the reading that follows this video, you'll learn a bit more about Kairos and how it works as a context that frames communication.